Hi, let us talk about another very important topic in our lives. Many of us are afraid to take risks with anything in our life. But understand, the biggest risk a person can take is when they do nothing. And remember whatever you're pursuing, every risk is worth taking as long as it's for a good cause and it leads to a good life for you or for someone else. So don't be afraid to take risks. Because very often, later in life, we regret not taking the risk and missing out on something. Because sometimes when you take a risk, it catapults you to success which you could never have reached if you had not taken that little risk along the way. So, how do we do this? How do we learn to take risks in a calculated way so that you're protected? The brain, by nature, is meant to protect you. So when you are about to take a risk, it will warn you. No, 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 don't do it. It's not good for you. This is what will happen. That is what will happen. Your little monkey mind will talk. The little voice inside will block you, stop you, keep telling you all kinds of things. So how do we take a calculated risk? First, you identify what you want or you intend to achieve. Be very clear on that because clarity is the key. After that, objectively, don't bring in your feelings and emotions and subjective attitude towards it. Objectively, write down pros and cons and assess the potential risks that could happen in this. So then you're listening to your monkey mind and you're exploring if this is going to be harmful or not. So once you made a list of the pros and cons and the potential, evaluate the potential risk of each of those. Is it really going to damage something? And if you take the risk and you fail, is it still going to be okay? So when you do this, you'll find that you give weightage to the risk. And sometimes the risks that we are afraid of are actually risks that will not be harming us. So you have to get that some kind of a idea about the nature of the risk, the extent of the risk, and whether it really matters. That's when you have to think about the impact of each of those risks and put the pros and the cons. So, will it benefit me by taking this little risk? Am I going to get this huge success? By taking this little risk, am I going to fail? And assign a value to each of these risks. Give it a higher or lower weightage, or give a scoring, or give a numbering or something, and then make your plan on how you're going to go after your goal, your dream, your deepest desire, your heart's desire, your achievement, whatever you want in your life. So then taking a risk, see, we often regret that. I wish I'd taken that risk then. I know it would have worked for me. So don't let the fear of taking a risk be a regret in your life. Because we need to live our lives without regrets. Then we are leading a fulfilled and happy life. So go ahead, take that little risk, but do it in a calculated fashion. So take a calculated risk after assigning the absolute impact and the value to each of the risks you take. So best of luck in your life. I'll see you again in another video.